Hello, everyone. Welcome back to a new recording. This is the Wings of Dawn update day, Monday. Yippee! So, this is going to be last week and this week's update, so I can just do them both in the same video, and you guys can see what you missed in the video. So, good morning, afternoon, and evening, everyone. This week we have a little bit of a shorter update. Well, that was last week. More technical side of things of the development. Two major features showcased this week, which we are very excited. Hatchet is working on a revamp of the ability system for dragons. This is done so that we can implement more modular ability system for our powerful beasts. This will make the system far more flexible and easier to implement and improve when new dragons and new abilities are being added. This will also result in a more consistent behavior in attacks between the server and the client, the player. For short, fixing a great deal of issues that we have currently in regards of visual errors and not knowing when or if you have been hit. We're also looking forward to adding flinching animations later in the development, which will provide more easier visual cues to when a character is being hit. This will remove the constant need to keep your eye on your health bar or second guessing whether you hit or not. Some fancy servers. Last couple of weeks, our server programmer has been working on getting our new P4 server set up with support for streams and parallel operations with our custom engine fork of Unreal Engine 5 and converting the project to a native Unreal Engine project, which most Unreal tools by Epic expect. Working on setting up Horde with Unreal Game Sync for automatic builds and binary distribution to the team. And once this is up and running, deploying builds to Steam, then we'll be moving on to setting up and integrating Epic Online services with the game, EAC, and Steamworks. Updated human heavy Novus Bone Armor. Our lead concept artist, Viteris, is moving ahead with redesigning more of our human armor concepts. Today we are showcasing the Novus's heavy bone armor variants. Bone armor is going to be a part of some of the early game for humans, but rest assured it's going to be useful for the later parts of the game as well, if so desired. We're giving each armor type their own unique ability, you can say. This will make all armor in certain terms viable and ideal to craft instead of just quickly climbing the resources to get better armor as fast as possible. Oh, that's cute little dinosaur bones. I love that. I love that. Be quiet. I'm not in the Patreon chat. Alright, so here's the heavy bone armor. If it will load, there we go. Alright, crafting ingredients. Visual may not be actual crafting ingredients in game. Bone, majority. Teeth, furred pelt, cloth, leather, optional. Feathers or horns. I like feathers. That would be very cool. As this is a Novus tier armor, the bone arrangement implies uniformity and man-made morphing. The bone material represented in this must be heavily modified. Lower quality tiers will be much messier, even if it appears to provide more covering. Scathe-like feathers. I really like the head, but I feel like the skull should still look more like the skates, possibly. So you see that keratinous structure. Maybe it'll have a more crest-like armor for the heavier ones, of course. Oh, never mind. Here it is, right here, actually. It's very cool looking. I quite like the feathering. Female differences: smaller shoulders, more form-fitted torso with pronounced chest and hips, different pattern on feathers. Color can change. That'd be pretty cool. You can really tell the difference, but I really like the head feathering. That's very cool. And you can see what almost looks like a Thanatosaurus skull right here, even though it's not. And the Scathe skull, Scathe looking skull, I should say. Morsorian helmets. These type of heads are handmade by broken down bone materials to fit the person's head. Therefore, it may not fully appear like a specific fauna. Oh, a rather confused Sheldon watching a pile of bones feed it carrots. So you'll be able to use this almost like a camouflage, but instead of leaves, you use the bones, and animals will just walk right by you. Special ability: Wildlife's Mimic. If a player wears the full set of bone armor, wildlife may behave differently from usual to humans. More aggressive wildlife Oh, excuse me. Don't know why I'm yawning so much. Sorry, guys. Usual to humans, more aggressive wildlife may be less likely to attack. The more skittish wildlife may be less prone to running away, making it the perfect taming slash hunting armor type. This won't work for all NPC wildlife, however. Bone armor is not as effective in defense against other players, dragon or human alike. That is a very cool armor set, though. I like it a lot. I imagine Raider type factions will definitely use this. New work in progress character customization system, which you will see more of below. Disclaimer, this is our first pass on skin selection and customization system. Nothing here is permanent, and there is going to be loads of testing in the near future patches. We have not yet limited any color wheel choices and selections, so excuse the bright and unnatural colors shown within the video. This is only a very early work in progress. Here's a video featuring the basics of selecting skins. With Vulcan, we currently have mostly static skins, so you can see here our developer testing and scrolling through the available skins. All right. Oh no, wait, hold on. Very cool. You got a sneak peek of the Kyrian right there, I believe. Yep, there it is. Look at that, guys. Alright. Another early work in progress skin customization editor. Again, we do not have set up color wheel restrictions or created any of the palettes yet. Right now, it is still very simplistic and quite right. So basically saying, it's going to be super duper bright. It's going to be like Beast of Bermuda, I want to say. So you're not going to have all those limits that they will have in the future. Very cool looking. I quite like it. Alright, below you can see two testers side by side with their custom skins with different colors. A lot of these pesky replication issues, visual errors when a player skin is not what it's supposed to look like, have been fixed, though there are still things to tweak and clean up before we feel comfortable to release it to the Patreon testers. I like that one. That one's pretty cool looking. What else is being worked on? Optimization continues, rework character selection, skin selection and customization, started work on rudimentary skin honors, working together with our programmers, new dragon ability system, and working on creating our build. And then we had the monthly development video, which you guys can see on their YouTube channel, which will be linked in the description. But here's today. All right, perfect. Good morning, afternoon, and evening, everyone. Today is another creature-themed developer update. This week's update is a little shorter, all things considered, that our sound team is assisting our programmers to implement new sounds into the test build, and Sadek is on our long-awaited vacation to release some steam. To share some of our progress, we are currently due to releasing one of our largest updates to our test build yet, so that the test build server is going to be offline for a few days until we have perfected it and given it more polish. We are going to be squishing some bugs, troubleshooting on our own end before we release our hungry ancient patrons to do a bigger wave of bug hunting. The Forest Grazer. Forest Grazer is a temperate forest subspecies of woodcracker. It is a large-medium herbivore and our second smallest of the woodcracker subspecies. It lives only in temperate forests, feeding on ferns, moss, mushrooms, and smaller bushes, such as blueberry bushes, which have softer branches. They are not able to chew on wood in a way that their redwood cousins can. Its beak and teeth are unable to crack hard wood. That's why forest grazers are chewing in a way similar to the moose. To a moose! That's pretty cool. You don't really hear a lot about moose, like people referencing moose. Did you know orcas actually hunt moose? Cause the moose, they dive into the water to eat the aquatic plants, and then orcas just scoop up those moose. It's very cool. Forest grazer are relatively intelligent animals. They thrive in moderate temperatures, but won't die in cooler or warmer areas. It can be a good mount for human players able to carry heavy load for long distances. This subspecies is the most moderate of all woodcrackers subspecies. It is neither the strongest nor the weakest. It is way faster than bigger members of the woodcracker family, but much slower than desert variants. They are one of the loudest subspecies, with their skin above the beak, bright red and pink/pink part, being able to inflate and deflate a little bit, adding interesting tunes to their calls. It can be compared to humpback whale songs. The male is more pinkish, and the female doesn't really have the more, I want to say, phalanges, maybe? That's that word? Probably not. I'll just say fins. They remind me a little bit of the Muttaburrasaurus from Walking with Dinosaurs. Do you guys remember that? In the Spirits of the Ice Forest episode? That was very cool. I love the almost hoof like part on the knuckles, but then it changes to claws. That's very cool. Hopefully, we'll be able to see the baby ones pretty soon. Completed Celevrix, I want to say that is Celevrix Dragon 3D model sheet. Our leading concept artist, Noel Terrace. I really hope I'm saying that correctly, by the way. Has completed another 3D model sheet, this time for another dragon. Our special roly boy, Celevrix. I'm going to call it Selly. I think that'll be easier. This marks the 12th of our 15 dragon model sheets completed, meaning there are 3 more left to add into the 3D queue. What is the model sheet? We create something we call a 3D model sheet. This is to create multiple perspectives of the creature to give correct body proportions and guidelines for our 3D artists, people who create the actual models, to better understand the creature and how it might move. This speed up development for the creature greatly, and of course, it gives our artists less headaches. If the body's able to roll up, I do think these need to be a little bit wider to help protect the head. That's just my opinion, of course. Don't know what's going on here with this tail, but I kind of dig it. It almost reminds me of an axe. Maybe they could just thwack things with their tail. Very cool looking. I quite like that. Long thumb claw is used to forage and dig. Very cool. Uh, Similar to pangolins. Very cool. You can see it rolled up right there. I like the colors. I like the colors a lot. I'm not sure how I feel about the horns on the face. I do think that would really not do great. These horns are fine, but the horns on the face, I think that would kind of detract from trying to protect your face with your tail. You know what I mean? Maybe that's just me. It's okay. Just giving constructive criticism, guys. I do love it. It's a very cool looking animal. I just like thinking about things and how they work biologically. Wraith's 3D model in high quality. Our beloved Flo has completed the polish of the textures for our fearsome AI creature Wraith. This monstrosity is, for the time being, going to be set aside as our skin team is still prioritizing and assisting in the development of the new skin customization for the test build, as you will soon see below. Very cool looking. I love the feathering right here and right here. I do think it needs maybe some more fluff on the body, maybe on the back. Just little feathers sprouting. I think that would be pretty cool, but that's just me. You get a close up on the face. Very gnarly looking. I quite like it. You can definitely see the Skaith and Wraith in there with the keratinous structures. Very cool looking. Very cool. Here's a turnaround showcasing the model better from multiple angles. Let me do that. Very cool. New implemented Kyrian skins. Our skin team has been busy with some skinning. Our lead artist, I wish it would show, but since I'm on the thing, it won't show me, has been finishing up 2 brand new skins. These will be customizable in the test build and later tech demo. Which one is your favorite? The royal purple skin inspires a little bit of that darkened sky with vague lightning pattern. Very cool. It does look like scarring on the face. That's really cool. And I like the horns. The horn and the antlers are pretty cool. It reminds me of I forgot what it's called specifically, but when Japanese vases or vases, whatever, um crack or the bowls crack and they replace them with gold, so that you see golden cracks all over the place. That's what it reminds me of. I really dig that vibe right here. Along the body too, but specifically on the face, I really dig that vibe. From a bit more exotic sand, the Ignis skin mimics that of molten magma, with a dark obsidian-ish skin with lava bursting through from beneath. Very cool. These almost look like little candles. I kind of dig that. I do think the face could be a little brighter on the nose right there. Just my opinion, of course. I'll check what that is later. Very cool. I quite like it. That's very awesome. Speaking of the upcoming skin customization, here's a small teaser of us developers forming a small test on closed branch. Disclaimer that the bright colors will not be staying. We have not yet restricted the color picking to a more or less saturated and naturalish themes. However, there will be quite the range of colors to choose from. Below, we may have used Icy Crown for the testing. Vulcan and Kyrian will be following suit very soon. If it would load. Come on. You can load, buddy. This PC, I swear. Come on. Come on. Load. There we go. Very cool looking. This looks like Charizard. This one looks like a golden statue. I really like this one. I don't know what's going on with that one, but I really like it. It almost reminds me of like you see paintings of dreams and the night sky. It looks like that. This one, I do like the gold, the yellowish gold right here. And you can see, of course, the antelope pyramid right here and right here. Very cool. And the Dustrious 3D model is in progress. We have begun the creation of our 6th dragon. Yes, you heard it correctly. 6th dragon has entered the 3D modeling stage. Flo has been granted a go-ahead to begin base sculpt of our beloved rocket-punching herbivore Dustrious. Disclaimer, this is a very early sculpting stage. No details have been added yet. Oh man, I love this thing so much. I kind of hope that the fingers actually separate and they come together when he needs to punch. I love this guy. He might actually be my main once this game is out. Not sure how I feel about the hooves still, but that's totally okay. We can all have differing opinions, you know? Man, that's really cool. Alright, that'll be everything for the game, the developer applications, in case you want to pause and go try it out, the Patreon supporters, everything like that. So, I hope you guys have a, you know, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I know it's been pretty quiet on the Wings of Dawn videos so far, but I promise that I do plan on recording as soon as the Kyrian is put into the build. That being said, you may not see the, I want to say the Kyrian for a bit. You will probably see some more Draconia footage pretty soon. You'll definitely see some more Path of Titan stuff. I have a backlog of that. I'm sorry if you guys are getting sick of the 2 videos of the Path of Titan stuff per day. Just let me know. I'll try to tone it down a little more. But it is a lot, I know. But yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video, and even if you didn't, that's perfectly okay. You know, we all have our different opinions, but yeah, I think I'm gonna end it here and dork out about different animals in the generic media or chat. But have a good one, all right? Catch you later.